Hello, everyone. Today is October 25th. It's 12:43, just starting a new day. Um, want to go over a couple currencies, Euro USD, and a few index trades in gold today. Um, going to look over Euro USD at the moment. Um, First, let me just clear this out. We want to start fresh today. So, here we have the 50-day moving average that I do have on the screen. It's one of the things that I use as an indicator, but it's not what I rely on. I rely on price action. Price action is exactly what you need to be prosperous in the market. You don't need much, and you use price action with a lot of different um, things that you may add, but price action is key. Okay. I use price action off time, meaning day highs, day lows, monthly highs, monthly lows, weekly highs, weekly lows. Um, all of my analysis are based off of time. I draw indicators with time um, to appropriate that time that I am looking to trade. So let's go in, for example. We're going to start with Euro USD. All right. I have color codes personally for me. Green is usually my monthly line with a dash. I like to know exactly where I am in the market. You know where you are in the market because this is inside of the month. It is not trading at a high. It is not trading at a low. This is not a very attractive trade setup at this moment because it is in the middle of the range. It's an inside bar. Okay, meaning there is a lot of manipulation in the middle, go up and go down, but you don't really have um, anything solid to go off of. But this price action here is what I use to get started with the month. That's the month of September, so we're in October now. I'd like to know, where do I think October will finish? That's how I like to think about the market. Time, using time. So I'll go over to the weekly. Okay. And here's where I start to recognize and look for patterns a little bit more, and high breaks, high lows, to see if there's any interest. With it being so far away from these levels, I'm either going to target this level or target the low of the month um, overall in my trade. Okay. If I'm interested in trading this at all. Okay. Go over to the daily, and we use Monday and Tuesday's range as a guide for initial balance. Okay. I like to mark those ranges. To be clear, this is Monday. I'll change this to, I like to keep my blinds blue and solid for my day lines, my day highs and day lows. Okay, now I know I'm trading in a range. And in this range, we have 100 pip box that we're working out of. Okay, so you have to use these numbers as relative as possible, because this 100 pip box is how much you are looking to target possibly, and to know, so it helps you not to be greedy because you realize how many pips is this move when you expect the candle to show its face. So if we expected a down candle, do we expect it to go to the low of the day? That low of the day may be 100 pips from the high to the low. Man, it's in the middle now, so we really only have 60 pips. Is that an attractive trade? Are you comfortable, aiming for 60 pips? Is that enough for your account size? Will that keep you trading? Whether you want to trade again after you make that one small trade? Is that too small for you? Is that enough pips for you? Is that more than enough? You have to ask yourself that question. But that's a good guide for you to uh, recognize where you're at in the market. Okay. So then we go intraday. If you're a day trader, you do intraday trades. Okay. Going to the 4 hour here. Okay. Now we can see and look for patterns, to look for special cases. This red line here is yesterday's close price. I always use yesterday's close as a reference because sometimes it's a target intraday. I know this is a lot, but this is more for advanced traders or traders who have uh, been in the market for some time. So excuse me if I'm just talking. Um, if you guys have any questions, you feel free to message me. But this red line here is the closing price. This is the high, okay, 99,000, which is a round number, and we have a low at about 98,000. So these are perfectly round numbers and a range established. That's an attractive feature when it has the round numbers that you can use to enter a price. Uh, so we can go intraday to the hour and look and see that it is at resistance. It is struggling to break highs. It is struggling to make a new high. Okay, so we always use time to reference anything that we're doing in the market. Okay, it's 12:50. Right now is not an attractive time for me personally. I like to trade when the market opens during one session. Okay, this session here or the pre-hour from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's New York, the 12 candle window, or that's what you have here, these different colors. This is New York time from 7, well, 8. It's actually supposed to be 7 to 11, so hold on. Yeah, well, 8 to 11, sorry. So this box here is what we're trading inside of. 8 to 11 is normally the time frame that we look for. Um, from 2 to 5 is another window that we will trade inside of. This is the Asia session. All of these are sessions. These are just session windows. The beginning of the session, the beginning hour, the middle hour that the actual markets open in. Say, for example, at um, 8 a.m., you have a pre-hour. You have the market open, which is the middle hour, and then you have the closing hour. And this is where I like to find positions. Okay, you can see that this is where the market moves the most in a New York session. In this particular session, sometimes it can happen in the London session, but you can get bigger moves when the market actually is operating when it's open. So we want to take trades when the market is open, and we want to pay attention to that. So this trade right here does look attractive down, but when the market opens, excuse me, when the market opens, the next open will be London session. Oh no, the next session will be open will be 2 a.m. the pre-hour. Then you have 3, which is the middle hour, and the market opens at 3:30. So you would see activity increase at 3:30, and then you have the last hour and the closing hour, or the middle hour, last hour, closing hour. Okay, to spot some type of trade, some type of pattern, possibly. You want to go off of the highs and off of the lows. This is where bank levels trade. This is where you make the most money. It's the cleanest entry, as you can see. Okay. Then we can go intraday. Okay. Yes, this market looks like it's falling. It could reject off of closing price. It can do a number of different things. We don't know, but this is the box that I'm interested in trading for Monday and Tuesday's range for the first 2 days of the week. This is an attractive fall because it can possibly retest here, not break the highs, stay inside, and then continue to fall. So that would be our first target range for an intraday trade. If we're intraday trading, if we're swing trading, you can possibly have a lower target. It could be here, it could be different places, or if you're able to hold trades for a longer time, you could target the low of the month and have a stop here at this daily high. If it fails to break this indecision, this candle right here, meaning the market is not sure where it wants to go, but we have confluence. We have one touch, two touch, three touch, four touch, five touch, and now we have a six touch here. So what are the chances that this fails on this indecision at the day high? Okay, that is a very attractive position to be in. Okay, and this thing could fall. We could possibly miss out on this trade, but trading with the timing windows when the market opens is when you have a less chance of being manipulated. So if you got in this trade and then went to sleep, you could possibly, when the market opens at 3:30, see a bigger trade range for London session and actually get stopped out during, if you got in before that session. Instead of getting in here when the market opens at, let's see, 3:30 here is when you see that fall, but you could have positioned yourself on the hour chart at 3 when the market was preparing to open, okay, and placed your stop here or have a stop here, even if you waited to get in to see this confirmation and targeted the low of London session or support here. But I like to have a target already established. So I wait for Monday and Tuesday to establish a range. That way I already have targets. I have a low of the day target. I have a high of the day stop. If I'm interested, I have a low of the day stop or a high of the day target. If it goes down here and manipulates and gets a pattern off of this back up, I use these Monday, Tuesday range. Okay. So we would wait till 2:30 or 2 o'clock to see movement, or 3 o'clock, 3:30 to see the market open. But we're going to leave this Euro USD trade up. We're going to put two alerts up here and here. All right, now we have alerts. So this can happen at those session times, and it could possibly retest again during the New York session. But now we have highs and lows that we can go off of. And you also can see we're at indecision, a 12-day moving average on this week. So we did not get did we get a break of high from Friday? So Friday's high is 98692, and the close of Monday did close above. Okay, so it's technically uptrending at this point until we get a close inside this bar. Okay, without breaking highs. That is a breakout fail. And those are one of the things that we look at a breakout possibly to stop traders, and a failure back into the range for the week to these lows. Or you can get it would not break that at all and possibly go down. But that's what we want to pay attention to for tomorrow and for these next sessions at London session and New York session. Is what we'll be paying attention to possibly get this trade. One of the trade ideas could be, sorry guys, a 1 to 9 risk to reward. Okay, we could possibly make this 1 to 10. It's all about risk to reward. So where do we want to be at on this price? Okay, 98931. So really 98900. A failure underneath 98 or 99. Okay, so a failure under 99, a breakout, and a close back under 99 would confirm a lower trend and possibly underneath the 50-day moving average. Okay, so that's a possible scenario that we could be running into.